Happy Frugal Friday, friends. So happy to see you today. I'm going to be discussing in further detail my favorite top 4 frugal rituals that save me money. I would call these 4 things like my frugal cornerstones, like my necessities, like the Kate necessities. That's how a Kate can rest at ease. Name that movie. Sing it with me. Forget about your worries and your strife. The overarching message and strategy of my frugal ways is always to manage my time, my money, and my energy. These 3 resources are huge, and it's what we've got to work with. So I'm always trying to find ways to use my time as efficiently as possible, use my money as efficiently as possible, and 100% manage what I exert my energy on and make sure I don't waste my energy on things that don't matter. All of these rituals help cut down on decision fatigue. If you haven't heard this term, decision fatigue is the idea that after making several decisions, multiple decisions, more and more decisions throughout the day, as the day goes on, your ability to make decisions gets worse and worse. I find this and believe this to be entirely true. And so I'm always looking for ways to cut down on decision fatigue so I can make the best decisions possible with my time, money, and energy. Ritual number 1, only grocery shop 1 time per week. Now, there might be some of you that are like, oh, I've got the time. I don't mind doing that because I've got the time. But truthfully, is that what, even if you have the time, is that what you want to spend your time doing? If it is, carry on. But for me, it is not. I want to get in, I want to get out, and I want to spend the least amount of time on this task as possible. So I made a decision a while ago to do this 1 time a week. Now, in order for this to be effective, you got to come correct. You got to come to that grocery store with a list, an effective list. You got to know what you need. You got to come in there with the right attitude. You got to come in there prepared, okay? There's no messing around when it comes to going to the grocery store, people. I come correct. I'm telling you, I got the list, I've got the plan, and I only get what is on the list. This helps me not overspend on groceries because I am prepared with my list, first of all. But secondly, I'm not going back in. You go back in there. It's a battleground. You're like, oh, I forgot eggs. You should have thought of that the first time. Sorry, that was too much tough love. But honestly, if you only go 1 time and you know that this is like your boundary, this is your rule, this is your ritual, make it a thing, right? Think about what you need for meals. Think about, do you need cat litter this week? Do you need the cat food? Do you need toothpaste this week? What do you need? And make sure you are organized before you go in there. Make that a habit. You make the plan, and then 1 time a week, just 1 time, or you could do grocery pickup. But my point is, my attention for groceries is limited to 1 time a week. And then I revert back to the motto, use it up, wear it out, make do or do without. Right, Buns? He knows this one. He's heard it before. Number 2, as we're coming off of no spend month, now I revert to no spend day once a week. My day that I've chosen is no spend Sundays. Now, this can be any day that you want of the week. If you want to do this, this is not mandatory in any way. I'm just sharing my rituals that I practice that help me keep things in check. I have 1 day of the week where I just am in the habit of not spending any money. Now, if something comes up in the summer and it's a great thing on a Sunday and there's a family trip and I've budgeted for it, am I going to be like, no, I can't go, it's on Sunday? Absolutely not. This is a general guiding post. Things come up, plans change. In general, I don't spend money on Sundays. I have 6 days that it's open if I want to, and then just as the day of rest ensues, I give the wallet a rest. Now, some of you shared with me that you've actually flipped this tip on its head and you do a day that you do spend. You choose a spend day. Instead of a no spend day, you do a spend day. So you pick a day where you do it. And that's where batch errands come in mind. You can go grocery shopping, go to the post office, go to the bank, get gas in your car. And you only have 1 day a week where you do that. You could do that too. Me personally, I just choose 1 day of the week that I kind of have, again, that guiding post of, I'm not going to take out the wallet today in most cases. It's just a mental thing, I think. Like for me, just having that 1 day where I don't have to think about spending, it's like a vacation from spending and it feels good. If Sunday is your day, like you go to church, you go to lunch with your friends and family, don't do no spend Sunday. Pick another day if that's an idea that's appealing to you. And then there's always the option, if you don't want to have a no spend day, throw this tip out the window. But for me, it has been such a help in my mindset and the relief that I don't have to spend money every day. Number 3, review your budget and your financial accounts every day. Just like 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes. Dive in there, look at your budget, look at your bank statement, look at your checking, look at your savings. If you dare right now, look at your investment accounts. I just like to keep an eye on everything. And especially with the budget, you guys, during the weekdays, especially my 5 days that I go to work, this is my ritual in the morning. I get my coffee brewed and I sit here at my computer with my coffee cup, with my hot coffee, and I go through my accounts. It's a very simple ritual. It's very short. But the reason I like doing this is it keeps the budget and my financial life in the forefront of my mind so that I'm in tune with it. You know what I'm saying? It's not just something that I set and forget and I'm not involved anymore. I am always telling you I am actively involved in my budget. So say I had a receipt for groceries. That's when I'm going to input it into EveryDollar here into my EveryDollar app. Or if you do a paper budget, you could just take your notebook and input that you spent the groceries, because the tracking is the other key ingredient of budgeting. You don't want to just set the budget and then not account for what you actually spent. The tracking is like the finale. You know what I'm saying? I've come to thoroughly enjoy this ritual. Bun's not so much because he is trying to get a hairball out. Buns, is this what you think of budgeting? Just a minute, I'll be right back. False alarm, good news. What was I saying? Oh yes, going over the accounts, the budget. You guys know I use the KATE method, which stands for keep focus, adjust, track, and eliminate. And I use this process when I am working through my budget, and I use this process basically in all functions of life when I'm trying to reach a goal. Which leads me to number 4, make extra debt payments every single month if possible. This is not really a weekly strategy. However, it can be revealed throughout the week if one of my line items goes under for some reason. I could see, oh, hey, I only spent $40 on electricity. I was planning for $80. So now I have $40 that I could throw toward my mortgage. But in general, I do this monthly. Currently, my only debt that I am responsible right now is for the mortgage on the house, and that is the debt I am attacking this year. Paying off this house early has become a priority of mine because it's the only debt that I have, and I can't stand debt. So I'm always looking for opportunities to pay it off sooner. If you're comfortable, you can put this on auto pay. For my mortgage, for example, I have it set up on auto pay for my mortgage to come out, plus this additional toward the principal. Every little bit counts. That $100 a month that I was putting toward the principal last year, and now the $200 a month, it really chips away at how long I'm going to be paying on this house, and it gets me so excited. Now is your turn, K Squad. My favorite part, please take a minute, go into the comments, and leave what is your favorite frugal ritual that helps you save money. You know the K Squad loves to go through and read what you got so that we can spread the word on some good tips. In conclusion, the end of that song that I was singing at the beginning, it's called The Bare Necessities. And I just want to end on a quote. Don't spend your time looking around for something that you want that can't be found. When you find out you can live without it and go along not thinking about it, I'll tell you something true. The bare necessities of life will come to you. Jungle Book. I love that song. Every time I hear it, it makes me feel so happy for some reason. Point being, sometimes we think we need so much, and really, you've got everything you need. You don't have to work so hard to find something that can't be found. You've probably already got it. Love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for leaving a comment. Thanks for hitting like if you haven't yet. Thanks for subscribing if you haven't subscribed yet. Don't forget to hit the bell, and I will see you guys next Friday. Ooh, we're starting a new month and we've got some excitement coming on, so I hope to see you in the next video. Bye, guys.